Welcome beautiful people, I am Chev B. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you are subscribed down below. For today's video, we're about to style and install this unit from TinasheHair.com, and I want to show you guys what the hair is looking like straight out of the package. I'm feeling really blonde for this week, so I'm like, you know what, we're gonna do a blonde straight wig. This is their highlight honey blonde hair in 24 inches, and this is a 13x4 lace frontal. So I'm just gonna create a center part with this unit because it was free part, meaning there wasn't any part like in the hair itself. So I'm like, you know what, we want to do something center part. I'm feeling real Beyonce for this look. You know, we're just gonna go with a slick back classic blonde bust down type of look. So I'm just creating my little part right now. So I won't be bleaching the knots on this unit. It came slightly pre-plucked, but it was still a little bit dense in the front, and today I was feeling hella lazy, so I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make the best of it, but I can't be bothered with a full plucking type of situation, and I didn't want to bleach the knots. I want to show you guys what it looks like straight out of the package and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do is a light flat ironing with the hair just to show you guys what it looks like when it's super straight. The hair was super full as well. It was 150% density, and for this density it was giving life. Okay, so I just used my little flat iron and just create some soft strokes in there. I don't want it to be bone straight per se, but we just want something light and easy to be worn. So I'm just gonna do a light plucking, even though I said I wasn't gonna do too much, but I'm like, you know what, girl, it's too dense in the front for how I usually wear my wigs, even though I won't be doing anything extra with the sides, because I just want it to be something to frame my face as opposed to doing any type of big swoops or anything like that. So I definitely need to do something light just in case I wear the hair slick back. So I'm just going to show you guys my method of plucking. It's nothing too tedious or too hectic for someone who's beginner. It's just making parts in the hair and then plucking behind the hairline and not the hairline itself, because you don't want to create a bald spot. You want to do that lightly and just take your time and have confidence when doing your hair, because when you have confidence doing your hair, it turns out way and so much better. So we're just going to use our handy dandy hot comb to create that soft look. If you wear wigs regular, or you're just beginning to wear wigs, get you a hot comb. It will be your best friend. Now for my method, it's also for beginners, super easy to do. I don't do the ball cap method per se because I like to take my wigs off at night. So I like to do a light lazy girl type method. So I just get my handy dandy stocking cap. So you want to have one of these. It's preferable to have one that matches your complexion or scalp, because it makes it easier to blend, so you don't have to do too much. But I couldn't find my brown one, so I'm just making whatever work, because this came in the package. You can get these at your local beauty supply store or on the WIG website. So I'm going to go in with some foundation powder. You can get a lace tint at the beauty supply store or on Amazon. It might be a little bit challenging if you don't get to test it out, or you could create your own. I have a video on how to create your own lace tint, but for this tutorial for my beginner girls, you can just use a little bit of foundation powder to get it for a temporary wear, but once you wash it, you're gonna have to do it over again. So I'm just aligning the wig, making sure that everything is where I need it to be, and then I'm gonna cut off the sides so that it can lie behind my ear to get that natural look, because you don't want the lace to come all the way down on your ear. Like, that would just look plain ridiculous. So I'm just cutting that to make sure it is fitting. Now once everything is fitting, I'm just going to create 2 slits in the lace and then lift it back so that I can get my spray, my lace spray. And what I do is I don't spray this directly on the lace initially. I put this under on my scalp, not my scalp, rather on my forehead, away from my edges. And also I use this because it's super light on my edges. It doesn't cause any tearing, any pulling or anything like that. It's a really light type of spray. So if it's something that you want to wear temporarily, like maybe this spray will be good for 3 days unless you get it wet. But if you're really careful with it, like protecting the lace when you shower, it shouldn't be a problem, but it's really light, so it just takes water to lift it, and I prefer that as opposed to having something that is super strong and then it ends up pulling on your natural hair. Like, I'm not for that, so I don't mind a temporary spray. Now what you see me doing here is trying to create a swoop. Like, I was trying to see how the swoop would look and I hated it. I'm like, no, this look doesn't require any type of baby hairs or swoops. I just wasn't feeling it with the straight hair, so we're just gonna push that back, and then I'm gonna put some of the lace spray on my fingertips and just dab that around the hair lining that lifted. And then we're gonna take our elastic band and tie that down for the tension method of drying, and we're just gonna leave that to dry for a while, and then we're going to just brush it out, and that's basically it. Like, this hair was super easy to style, easy enough to install. Just take your time with the plucking part because it is a little bit dense in the front, to be honest. And also, I would recommend, if you are like a step above beginner, you could go ahead and bleach the knots if you wish to. But what I was afraid of with bleaching the knots with this hair is that I didn't want the roots to be over processed and look blonde, while the rest of the root is a number 4 color, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit hesitant, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna bleach it. And then I'm just gonna cut the front a little bit just to frame my face, and then get my flat iron rather, to just get that to have that layered look. And this is the end result. Let me know what you guys think about this wig. It's really simple, easy enough to do, and it is just absolutely giving, absolutely gorgeous. Don't forget to subscribe. All the details will be down below, and I love y'all so much for watching. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye guys.